What is going on in the greater Phoenix housing market today and this week, July 29th, 2022? I'm John Schlotz, associate broker with Home Smart, and here we go talking about what is happening. First of all, I'm actually going to talk about interest rates, which I usually don't, and this is pulled from yesterday's rate, so a 30-year conforming fixed loan. The average rate is 5.3%. What's interesting about that is last week at the same time on July 21st, this number right here was at 5.54%. So when you hear people talk about the Fed raising rates, and they raised rates this week 0.75%, it doesn't directly affect mortgage rates. So buyers, you need to keep your eye on this, and you need to have a good loan officer who is watching that for you. So let's talk about the inventory, which continues to go up. We're at just over 17,000 homes on the market. That's very similar to 2017 numbers, just above 2018 in inventory levels. Yes, we continue to raise there. So this is an interesting chart here. This shows how hot the market is. Now, this is June 5th, 2022, just less than 60 days back. This is based on the contract ratio, which is based on the number of homes under contract versus the number of homes on the market. So this was June 5th, 2022, where they literally had to make new colors up to show how hot the market actually was. Here is this week. So July 25th, 2022, we have cooled off. We are still in a seller's market, but we have just dropped off. Here is this in a bar graph form, and this shows how crazy that was over the past 2 years, and now we're back here. So what feels so rough is that we've come off of these peaks and dropped this much. On a historic basis, we're still doing very well, but this high was just weeks back, so it just makes us feel like we're crashing, but we really haven't. We're still in pretty good territory. However, days on market are going up. We've been spoiled by having homes sell extremely quick for the past 2 years, and now we're getting back to more normal levels. Here's 2019, where homes were on the market for 30, 40 days as a median. The press has definitely dug into this, that list prices on MLS are coming down, which they are coming down. List prices. But if we compare this 16% drop into where we are at the same level of list prices per square foot as we were last year, if we look at average sales price, we're actually only down the monthly average sales price per square foot. We are only down 5% from the peak of this year. That's not taking into consideration 2021, 2020, or any other year for, where we are drastically above last year and 2020. So we are still doing well, but yes, that average price per square foot has definitely shifted. On that note, let me say this, that these charts and these graphs are very broad. They include the entire market. So in your neighborhood, in your subdivision, things can be very different. So if you have questions, let's connect and I can answer those questions for you. But the last thing I actually want to talk about here, let me pull this up, and to admit that I was wrong on this, and that is the price reductions throughout MLS. Back when we were about this level, I said I thought this would basically taper off and the number of price reductions would stop. That's not because of the market. That is because I thought that the sellers and the people who needed to make a move would kind of become more realistic about their expectations on what they would actually get for their home. We're seeing a lot of homes come on the market kind of high and then drop back down, and then sellers can continue with that sale and actually get it done. But if you are thinking of selling, it's best to price your home where it should sell right out of the gate. Once more, if you have questions about your home, your neighborhood, the part of town you're looking in, please feel free to reach out. I'm John Schlotz with Home Smart. Send me a text at 602-570-5905, and we'll talk soon. Have a great weekend.